Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
So how's Brisbane today?
It's a bit cloudy, yeah, but not too hot, which is good.
A hot one for us. It's only 9 and 10 and it's very hot today.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. We connected on LinkedIn and I love these social media platforms now. I feel like I've known you for a while now. We've been connecting. So I invited you to this platform just after seeing your profile. You're doing something good in life. And I thought, why not share your story? And as I said, somebody might be inspired. So before we go into detail, just tell me about yourself. So who's Raewyn?
Hi, I'm a mum and yeah, I've been in Brisbane for a while now, and my background is a microbiologist. So I've done that for over 30 years, working in public and private hospitals, and I also lecture and teach at university, different universities, mainly microbiology to pharmacy students, clinical students, and really love doing that. And it was about a few years ago that I started my own business. So the reason why I started it was mainly because I have seen so many illnesses and diseases and incorrect treatment and things that were not necessary, and I go, this is not how it should be. And I know that your body has the capacity to heal itself, and I'm seeing that a lot, which is great. And I just love working with people and supporting them and seeing good results for them.
Thank you so much for that. I'll ask you a little bit. I'm interested in your area of focus in terms of being a microbiologist, because once we connected, I talk a lot about sickle cell disease, which is a genetic condition, obviously, and comes in all these terms in terms of science, and also I'm a bit interested in that. What made you study this at university?
Well, I originally wanted to be a doctor, and because of where we lived in New Zealand, it was difficult for me to get to university. So I ended up working in the lab, the private lab where I was, and yeah, I trained and became a microbiologist. And so therefore I've worked overseas as well, and yeah, so I've got a big scope, whether it's clinical microbiology to veterinary, managing a national company and for Australia, and managed many teams, whether it was at university or within the lab. And yes, so it's been really good to have a lot of people working under me where I've been able to inspire, encourage and train them.
No, that's interesting. Well, our main focus today, we are talking about your business. We are talking about the most important thing, that, taking care of yourself or putting yourself first, which I need to learn. Actually, I'll be taking notes because I rarely do that. So tell me why you picked this topic.
Well, I'm also a certified gut health advisor, and I look at the gut and the microbiome, and that ties in with my microbiology background. And I work with many people on corporate levels to businesses to personalised levels, and people have so many illnesses and diseases, and they don't need to do that. And I notice, and one thing that I really notice is that they forget about themselves. They may be looking after their kids, maybe have a top corporate job, they're going to work, but they don't care enough about putting things in place for themselves first. So, it's like when you get into a plane, you say, if you need oxygen, you always put the mask on first, and then you can care for others. And I know that personally, and I know that with working with my clients, that when you care for yourself first, then you have the energy and the productivity to look after your team, look after others.